What are your views about white people as a people, white people in general? What are your perspectives and your feelings towards them?
Okay, honestly, my feelings towards them is just the same as to any other ordinary person. I don't see them any different from us besides the color.
What do you think of white people? Yes. What are your perspectives about them? What are your feelings about white people? Yes. Bring it on.
The first thing that comes to mind is, and I'm sure with a lot of black people, okay, I can't speak for everyone, but for myself, I feel like we see them as privileged. I see them as privileged. They always have how should I say, the upper hand, and yeah, the better pieces to life.
What do you think of white people as a people, as a society? Miss, yeah, let's start with the lady.
What do I think of white people
Yeah,
in general?
Yeah.
I think they are really great people actually, and I don't find anything wrong with them. But despite of our disputes or whatever happened in the past, they are okay. They are really good people. They are loving, and when they love hard. So yeah, I think they're great people.
What is your message to all the races that are watching this video right now, Selma? What would you like to tell them? What special message do you have for them?
Everyone is different, everyone is unique. You're not more better than the other person, and the other person is not better than you. God created us all in an image, and at the end of the day, whether you die rich or poor, black or white, we are all the same.
I have experienced white people before, and it was a horrible experience. Because at the time when I met them, it was at the farm, and they were extremely strict and rough. But yeah, I understand. They come from the past, and their views towards us is still it's still the same as it was in the past, basically.
Greetings, everybody. Hello. This is King of Speech on your screen once again. And today I'm back with an exciting topic. Today, I just want to talk about the perceptions or the perspectives of black people. What do black people think about the white race? What do black people think about the white people in general? Personally, growing up as a black person here in Africa, I have grown up in a society whereby with stereotypes about white people. Most of what I believe, or some of what I believe about white people, has been shaped by my upbringing, and it has also been shaped by the colonial past. The fact that the black communities, we have been colonized by the white people, and the black societies, we are still, as the black people, we are still trying to, we are still healing from the past. And personally, I have interacted with a few white people, and I have to say that most of them are easily irritable. They just want to be in their space. They don't want to be bothered. But not all of them. Some of them are really nice, and they are accommodating. And when they like you, they show that they really like you. And quite a huge number of them are very generous. And one other thing that I would like to articulate about white people is that they are more privileged comparing to us as blacks. Most of them grow up with trust accounts, and white people uplift each other also. And there are challenges in terms of their societal challenges are very, very minimal with comparing to us as black people. And there are some stereotypes about white people that I've heard from other black people, which are quite bizarre. There are a lot of black people that feel that most white people are evil, and but yeah, that they are evil, and all of that they are not caring. But it's not. I personally, from my observations, not all white people, I think, are evil or are not are evil and wicked. It's just a certain number of them. Especially the colonial pasties, they were trying to get most of Africa's resources. So, and the other thing is that yeah, stay tuned to find out the views of the ordinary Namibians about what they think of the white people. But this is episode 1. We still do more videos about this. All right, stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. By the way, subscribe to this channel and help it grow. Cheers. Who am I speaking to?
Oh, you're speaking to Selma Munyela.
What's your name?
Diana.
Diana.
Yeah.
I'm fine. What's your name?
Mercy.
Messi.
Yes.
And the gentleman?
My name is Shashitwa.
I'm gonna ask you an interesting question. It might be a controversial topic to some people, but well, it doesn't really matter. I just wanna find out from you. What are your views about white people as a people, white people in general? What are your perspectives and your feelings towards them?
Okay, honestly, my feelings towards them is just the same as to any other ordinary person. I don't see them any different from us besides the color,
Okay.
the skin color. Though there have been so many, different experiences with different people based on how white people treat blacks. And besides being treated also somehow, somewhere being stereotyped about it, I feel the same way as I would feel for another ordinary black person. They're just human beings like us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting, Soma. All right, Diana. I'm gonna ask you a very interesting topic. I'm gonna ask you a very interesting question today. What do black people think of white people in general? What do you think of white people? Yes. What are your perspectives about them? What are your feelings about white people? Yes. Bring it on.
The first thing that comes to mind is, and I'm sure with a lot of black people, okay, I can't speak for everyone, but for myself, I feel like we see them as privileged. I see them as privileged. They always have the upper hand, and yeah, the better pieces to life. I guess that's what you can say, like, I think about white people. Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Now, guys, I'm gonna ask you a rhetoric question. The topic here is what do blacks think of white people? What do you think of white people as a people, as a society? Miss, let's start with the lady.
What do I think of white people in general?
Yeah.
I think they are really great people, actually, and I don't find anything wrong with them. But despite of our disputes or whatever happened in the past, they are okay. They are really good people. They are loving, and when they love hard. So yeah, I think they're great people.
Okay.
I think of them as hardworking people, and as she said, they are extremely kind and generous. That is what I think of them. Yes.
What are some of the stereotypes that you've heard about whites from other black people that you have picked up throughout your life?
First of all, they have favoritism. Not favoritism, but should I say, how do you call it? Racist? Yeah. Yeah, from other people, they have been really racist. I've seen that also with my fellow people. Yeah, they have been racist, but others are really kind. They're really nice. They're welcoming. Some are really trying to, they're trying too hard. I think because they're scared. So I think they're like faking it. Yeah, so, but yeah, they're just, in general, based on how other people talk about whites, they really talk negative about them based on their experiences.
What are some of the common stereotypes that you have heard from other black people, or that you have heard from other black people about other black people express about white people? What are some of these stereotypes?
Stereotypes on white people. I don't really get a lot of stereotypes on white people, but if I could think from the back of my mind, I would say, probably like white people see like black people as a threat or something like that, because they always act so weird or something like that whenever we're around. So that's one thing I noticed. They act so like out of tune and stuff like that, like they feel threatened. So yeah, I think I could say that. Also, I feel like they feel very entitled. Like they feel like they own everything or they own the place. When they come somewhere, they feel like, okay, this is our place, or taking over and stuff like that. So yeah, like that's basically some of the stuff I think. Yeah.
Have you interacted? Have you gotten up close and personal with a white person? Like, have you hugged a white person before? Have you had a playful, or had you had a physical contact, a physical connection with any white person in your life?
Yes, I have. Should I say the scenario?
Yeah.
I have since I've been, growing up, since I've been small, since, okay, whatever. But growing up, I have had an interaction with white people. Yeah, and also friends in school. Yeah, basically just friends and family friends and stuff like that. Yeah.
What about you, gentlemen?
I have experienced white people before, and it was a horrible experience. Because at the time when I met them, it was at the farm, and they were extremely strict and rough, and but yeah, I understand they come from the past, and their views towards us is still it's still the same as it was in the past, basically. But all in all, it wasn't that bad of an experience. All in all, yeah.
All right. Thanks for that. Have you, Soma, interacted? Have you ever been up close and personal with a white person? Like, have you hugged? Have you touched? Have you had a physical session with a white person?
Yeah, I did. I did interact with quite a lot of white people, and they're really nice people. Some just like to be in their own space. Yeah, they don't like to be bothered. They don't like talking. And sometimes us as blacks might take it personal because, based on colonialism and stuff like that, would think, no, this person doesn't want to talk to me because I'm black. But probably because this person doesn't want to talk to anyone, black or white. Yeah. So for me, they've been really nice. Some were really kind. Some were very rude. Not really verbally, but you could see it with their actions. Like, I was trying to go into a elevator once, and this woman rushed with her child, quickly pressing the button so that we don't enter with her. And that was pure racist for me. Yeah, it was pure racist. But at the end of the day, it doesn't affect how I feel. It doesn't affect how I will treat the fellow next white people. I just treat them the same way I would treat another normal black person. And if they happen to treat me like really bad, I wouldn't mind. Actually, it wouldn't affect. No, I would mind, but it would not affect me based on my color. You get it? Yeah.
Oh wow, very interesting, Soma. I would also like to ask you, have you ever gotten up close and personal with a white person? Have you touched, hugged, and been playful physically with a white person? And if yes, how was the experience?
You mean like as in like a romantic relationship or?
Yeah, not only that. Have you had a friend or maybe somebody, an acquaintance that you really got up close and personal with, had a physical, session with, or not necessarily like a sexual relationship, but have you really, touched the same way like this and had a moment with a white person?
I could say maybe when I was growing up, not that we were very close, but like when I was younger, I grew up in a neighborhood where we were the only black people there. So we had we're all over, it was just white neighbors, and some of them were like really cool, but some of them you could see like they just were a bit like hesitant towards us because we were black. So that's where I got to understand that not all white people think the same. Some white people are open-minded, and some white people are still close-minded. You'll find like even a little child acting weird around a black person, probably because of how they were raised or what they were told about, the misconceptions they were told about black people. But like for the most part, I would say that it just depends how you find them, because not all white people are the same.
Oh wow, that's really interesting. I'd like to ask you, besides our skin color, what do you think makes us different to the white people? Looking at aspects such as intelligence, culture, and vision or general, or let me say, lifestyles. What do you think makes us different to white people, besides our skin color?
To answer that question, I would have to say that despite the skin color, the black people are intelligent, yes, but the white people are hardworking and they believe in working hard and getting what they want or what they need in life. And despite the apartheid story, black people still think white people are not apartheid, but they still have apartheid. Yeah, and white people still feel like, the same way. It's reciprocated actually, but not all white people are actually like that. And black people need to change their mentality on how we think about hardworking, or how white people are, yeah, all that stuff.
Oh wow, thanks. I want to ask you one more last question. Besides our skin colors, the fact that we, us as blacks, and besides our skin color, what else do you think makes us different to the white people, in terms of intelligence, lifestyle norms, and also just the other aspects of life?
We are unique.
We
I
are-
think that's what's intimidating. The fact that we're different, we're unique. We have, okay, you said except skin, but I need to emphasize on the skin.
Uh-huh.
We don't have really much of skin problems like the whites,
Oh.
Yeah, like, you can enjoy yourself, in the sun.
Yeah.
If you have to compare yourself with a white person, they
yeah.
need to use sunscreen. Of course, blacks can also use sunscreen, but
Yeah,
I think we are more privileged with the dark pigment in our skin.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, we're unique. Yeah, and we're underestimated. So when blacks realize their
true
potentials,
power,
and
the
they kind of feel intimidated because they feel like only whites can do certain things and not blacks. But we're actually equal one way or another.
Wow. What is your message to all the races that are watching this video right now, Selma? What would you like to tell them? What special message do you have for them?
Everyone is different. Everyone is unique. You're not more better than the other person, and the other person is not better than you. God created us all in an image, and at the end of the day, whether you die rich or poor, black or white, we are all the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Besides our skin color, what else do you think makes us different to the white people in terms of intelligence, vision, and societal norms? What makes us different? What makes black people different to the white people besides the skin color?
I would say there's a lot that makes us different from white people, but most especially because of like our culture and everything. We have like our music, like just like our we have different ethnicities and different indigenous people, so that brings about different culture and stuff. And you get to see like some white people, they also like are interested in like our culture. You see some of the white people trying to now have braids or dreadlocks and stuff like that's ours. Like for them, they don't have a lot of like exciting different things about them, so I feel like they take also from what we do. Like it's you can see it everywhere. You can see it like in the American community. You can see it with when tourists come like to Africa and all of that. So I would say that white people actually, we also have an influence on them. So we are different. Like there's not only our color that makes us different. It's also like we black people have so many different things: our food, our music, our culture, everything. And it's very exciting that even white people can't deny that.
Oh, wow. Do you guys currently have white friends?
Yeah, actually, from high school, of course. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
And in terms of keeping the maintaining the relationship, do your white friends also make efforts in terms of calls or messages, or is the communication efforts one-sided?
When it comes to communication, we do not really communicate because each one of us are occupied with our schoolwork or whatever we are busy with in life. But when we meet in terms of face-to-face or physical interaction, not in terms of conversations physically, it's reciprocated actually. Yeah.
Nice one. Do you currently have white friends in your life?
No, I don't have any white friends in my life.
Would you like to make white friends?
Yeah, it would be cool though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. What is your message out there to the, to all the races that are watching right now? What would you like to say to them?
I'd like to say to all people, regardless of your race, to just love your fellow human being. You know, the spirit of Ubuntu is very important. Like at the end of the day, we are all people, and the blood that runs in our veins is all for each and every person is red, no matter what your skin color is. I mean, your skin color is just a color. It doesn't define who you are or anything like that. Someone can be black, but they are not defined by, or your stereotypes and whatever you believe about black people isn't necessarily what's true. And if the person is white, it could also be the same thing. Maybe whatever stereotype you have about that person is not what is actually true. What you need to do is to get to know the person better, and yeah, just love everyone, get to know one another. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you spoke earlier about white people being hardworking, right? What special message do you have to the fellow black people out there, and what do you think black people can do to be able to at least be at the same level with white people?
I think black people are very intelligent. I mean, we are creative when it comes to using our hands, right? And white people do not, I think they are creative, yes, but, or intelligent, but I think they work harder than we do. We think, okay, I have the gift, so I'm not going to work hard for it since it comes naturally, right? So I'd advise the black people to actually work hard and improve their skills. And as a nation, I believe that if we work together and not have this apartheid or whatever, these like generational chains that were built on by our elders, we could actually be a better nation. Actually, yeah.
Right. That's nice. So that's your special message to the black people out there, that they should, get out of their comfort zone and just be more active, be more initiative, huh?
Yeah, they should really work hard for what they believe in, because it's not about our skin colors. It's about what you can do.
What is your special message to all the races out there?
We should stop being racist, and we should stop hating each other for things that were created by our ancestors or elders or whatever. But we should become one, man. Like, yeah, work together. Actually, yeah.
Live in harmony. And you, my man, what's your what's your special message to other races out there that probably watching this video?
Let the past remain in the past. Let us move on. Let us move on together, because we are all human beings and we are all striving for the same goal, which is a better world for all of us. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you very much, guys.